Hey guys, Senior Thesis Bart here with my Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot Part 1 review. Now, because this is only half of the pilot, I'm not sure how to review this. I'll say it straight. If I had to give it a numbered review, I'd give it a 7.7. That being said, I'm gonna wait to give it like a full overall encompassing review next week, or this week, sorry, so I can see pilot part 2 and see how things wrap up. So, my friend, he got to see it before me, described it as kind of like a superhero movie as a TV show, and I didn't understand what that meant until I watched it, and I'm like, you're right. This is superhero ensemble movie, the TV show, and that's a great, hilarious thing. So I liked it. I'm excited to see where it goes. It's a pretty interesting setup. It's very we've always wanted to see like the big, special, spectacular, and all its amazing, wacky, gory superhero shows on TV, and we've slowly been building towards that with Agents of Shield and Flash and Supergirl. But Legends of Tomorrow is like, let's go balls to the wall, guys, and it's fantastical. So the premise is Rip Hunter is a Time Lord. I'm sorry, Time Master. Yes, I did that on purpose. um, from the future, from 2166, I believe, and decides to go back to decides to stop Vandal Savage, and he needs a team to do it. So he assembles the team, Adam, White Canary, and other people to go back in time. Now, a lot of them are just kind of like, I'm not sure how to accept this offer, so they go to other people for help, or they talk amongst themselves. So, Firestorm, aka Jax Jefferson, and Dr. Stein drugs Jax and like takes him along because he's like, for science! Um, Heatwave and Captain Cold are like, let's go back in time to steal things. And I'm like, yeah, alright, that fits. Um, Hawkman and Hawkgirl have a fight where it's like Hawkman's like, if we win, we go back, and Hawkgirl's like, if I win, then no, we don't, and she loses the fight, so they have to go. The Atom goes to Arrow because he's the OG superhero and partially the mentor to a lot of other superheroes and people out there. He's like, should I do this? I want to. I want to be able to change lives because when I died, nothing changed. And Oliver should have combated that with, when I died, things got worse. So he didn't. But he's just like, if you're going to go, keep your head on straight and don't die, which was very practical advice. And Sarah goes to Laurel and they have a sparring session in the middle of like Felicity's computer hub, which was the most annoying thing to me of the entire episode because it's like, you don't want to fight near computers, they might break. And Laurel actually puts up a good fight but ends up losing because Sarah is better. And Laura's like, I think you should go. And then busts out the White Canary costume. And Sarah's like, when and where did you have this made? And Laura's like, I have a friend named Cisco. And I was just like, yes. So the build up to that was good. They all end up getting on a time machine, going back to 1975 to figure out where Vandal Savage is and who knows about him. Where there's a scientist, I forget his name, who I believe was in Arrow's Legends of Yesterday episode, or for video format. They had to like go get him on video and whatnot because he's the expert on Vandal Savage. So they go back and they talk to him, and it turns out he's actually the son of a previous incarnation of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. And they're like, all right, that's awesome. We're going to try and save our son because he's supposed to die within the next 24 hours. Now there's a time-hopping bounty hunter who gets called both Darth Vader and Boba Fett, mostly, I believe, because The Force Awakens just came out, or the timing would have been that. So they're like, yeah, let's throw it in there. They call him that, and his actual name is Kronos, and he ends up nearly killing, I believe, the son, and the son later dies on the ship. And they get attacked, they fend him off, and they go off in the timeline. And they're like, why are we here? What's the real reason we are here? And Rip actually explains the Kronos was there to bring him back because he went rogue from the Time Masters after he stole the ship, the Wave Rider, and recruited these people to stop Vandal Savage because Vandal Savage killed his wife and kid. And so that was really interesting. And then it's revealed that they actually wouldn't be legends in the future, and he chose them because they would have the minimal impact on the future. And so everyone just kind of took a hit to that, especially Ray, who's like, I joined this to do great things, and now you're saying my life doesn't matter anymore. So they go have their pep talks with each other and whatnot, and then they decide to stay and being like, F you, and saying we don't matter, we're going to change the future, and we're going to be legends. So that was kind of interesting, and that really ends off the first episode. Now, there are 2 points of divergence that I forgot to mention. So there's 2 groups that kind of go back in time. Well, not go back in time, but like when they get to 1975, you have Martin Stein, Sarah, Ray, and the Hawks, who go talk to the Hawks' incarnated son. And then you have a White Canary, Heatwave, and Captain Cold go out to drink because they're kind of villains and they're anymore like that. And then Jax is still drugged, or kind of sort of drugged. He's on the ship, knocked out. And so that was interesting to see. I guess he actually wasn't knocked out. He just decided not to go. Well, he wasn't old enough to drink, and then he was not on that part of the mission, so he ends up just staying in the ship. So when they go out to drink, they get in a bar fight, and that was a good choreography there, and so that was interesting. Overall, again, probably 7.5 right now. I'll do a retrospective look after I see the second part of the pilot. So that's it for that. Senior Thesis Bart. Before I sign out, we'll be doing Agent Carter next, and after that, The 100. And iZombie, there was none this week, but that'll pick up as well, and I'll do that this upcoming week. So Senior Thesis Bart, signing off.